folks. Kind of back in the swing of things, I guess, as far as making videos goes. We're raking some straw. I've been working on this field for about a week now, I think. At first, so the barns and the house that actually go with this, that used to go with this farm, there's a guy that lives there, and a different guy actually runs the land. And I was supposed to come out here and I was gonna rake the whole field and make the guy that lives on the property here about 50 bales, and then to cover my time and baling and all that, I was supposed to make 150 bales or so for myself. Alright, sounds good to me. Somebody else is supposed to come in and take the rest of the property, or the rest of the straw here. I don't know how big this field is. It's got to be close to 100 acres, I think. First dilemma. Oh, right. Sorry about that. Dad called. We've also been kind of cutting third crop here. It's some of our earlier stuff is about ready, but show you what we got here. So he come in with a 40-foot head, laid this straw in a row, and yeah, it was kind of green straw too. So we raked it once, and I don't even remember what we all did. We raked it, must have raked it again, and my brother was out here when I finished up the wheat, and raked a bunch over, and then he jumped on the baler and baled. Well, to get the rows under the tractor, we actually had to drive on the rows. Otherwise they were hanging up underneath. So he was baling about 2 miles an hour, not even, in some spots. So well, we got that all done, and then some time passed, and he decided to have us bale the rest up for him. He would have sold us more if I wanted it, but we really don't know what the straw price is going to do here. So I just told him I'd bale it for him. We're going to actually bag this for him right here on the field. But what I'm doing right now, so we got them 40 foot worth of swat here. We're actually splitting them in half, and that way it'll just bale a little bit easier. It'll dry a little bit, and yeah, definitely bale a lot easier. It'll fit under the tractor decent. I think I got one more roll left, and we should be about done. Just on the other side of the hill here, right in front of us, is where about past the buildings, I guess, is where I left off baling. We got just a little bit on the far end, and the ends on both ends. The ends were really thick and just kind of wet. We've been avoiding them. We're gonna try and get them off today. I'm hoping, really hoping I can get this all baled today and be done. It's been, I think early last week he came to me and we figured this project out, and they were talking like 50% rain every other day. And I didn't really know how much we wanted to do. You don't know if you want to rake it, if it's just gonna rain. This is also a pretty bumpy field. I don't know what the deal is. We'll get you a shot of the rake here going once I get. So we're just driving along. We're just picking off about half the row here. This rake does a really good job of fluffing it up too. So this is actually my first time dealing with this guy. He came on my original customer list. And I think the last few years he's kind of just worked out a deal with a larger dairy. And now they're not around anymore. And so he's trying to do this all by himself. And we already talked about doing stuff next year. He actually runs a Kloss Lexian combine, which is it's a twin rotor. I guess it's way different from the New Holland twin rotor. That's how they got away with it. But he knows somebody that has a divider in the back of the combine that'll split it actually split what's coming out of the rotors. So and then I think we'd still have to rake, but then it'd be split already, and we just would have to kind of roll it over, and maybe one of my other rakes would work to do that, and we could just kind of roll them over a little bit. Maybe they'd be far enough apart that we could bale. I don't know, but that'll be next year. So I'm hoping to get this baled up today, and I got a couple bags ordered. We got to bag up about 400 or so out here, whatever. I can get 2 bags, and then they're gonna haul the rest of it home. And well, that'll be kind of their problem then. We don't know what the straw market's gonna do. We're a little worried about it. But I'm sitting pretty good because a lot of the straw that I got this year I didn't really pay for. I only paid for that first 30 acres we did. I did halves on about 50 acres. We traded some labor out here for another 150, and then we made 190 or so on ours. So still got labor put into a lot of it, but I'm not really tied up with money. I guess we put labor into it that we probably would have anyways, so it works out. But anyways, I'm on the last 20 foot here, and then I think I'm gonna head her home and probably come right back with the baler. We'll talk later.